I'm here at my local Barnes & Noble, and I wanted to show you a tarot deck that I bought today called Work Your Light Oracle Cards. And it's a deck that I'm going to be using in the channel and also for my own personal readings. I'm really excited about it. It has really gorgeous images, and it's its own kind of answer deck. It has different categories. It has confirmation cards, inquiry cards, action cards, activation cards, and transmission cards. And each one can be used for different purposes, or you can use the deck all together. So I'm so excited about it. I'll see you guys in a bit for my next readings. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye, guys. Hey guys, it's Naomi. Me and Freddie the Snowman are back with another reading. So I got a new deck, as you could tell by the opening. They're gorgeous. So pretty, so feminine, pink and light blue. They're called the Work Your Light Oracle, as I said before, by Rebecca Campbell. And I'm excited to use them. So I want you to concentrate. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, or 4, and that will be the message for you that resonates at this moment. What does your soul want you to know? Pick a number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so message number 1. Where do I resonate with number 1? Okay, so message number 1 is Star Mother. How can you better mother yourself and nurture yourself? Star Mother. Okay, so I think of, when I look at this card, I think of Mother Mary. Whether or not you're Christian, you don't really have to be. I mean, every religion has a mother figure. One example is Lakshmi, who's almost like a combination, from my understanding, between Aphrodite and Mother Mary. She's the love goddess, but also the nurturing mother goddess. That's an example. This image is particularly of Mary, and it talks about, of course, nurturing yourself, nurturing others, but always remembering to take care of yourself and be here for yourself. And it's okay to tap into that tender, you know, divine, feminine, loving, nurturing energy. It's okay. Sometimes I think a lot of times in this world we're pressured by that masculine energy to be hardened, to be intellectual and decisive all the time, and not allow ourselves to ebb and flow within the motions and the elements of the divine feminine in life, and just to accept things and allow things and let them come as they come, and accept that not everything is fixed and permanent and created by an agenda. Sometimes we have to soften and open our hearts and to accept that things flow, and accept that it's okay to express your feelings. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to say, you know what, that's not my thing, because I'm more of a softer person. I'm more of an emotional person. I'm more of a feminine person. And there's nothing wrong with those types of qualities. When I think of that kind of archetype from a popular TV show, for instance, I think of Sansa Stark in Game of Thrones. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Game of Thrones. I actually just finished the series, and in preparation for the coming last season, I binged like the entire first 7 seasons. And I think of her definitely as that divine feminine star mother energy. You know, at the beginning of the series, she was a young girl who had dreams of being like the perfect princess. And towards the end of the series, she grew into this strong woman who was able to make boundaries, give advice based on experience, and, you know, speak for herself. But it was always with that undertone of a femininity, you know, not being apologetic for that femininity, but learning through that femininity to make healthy boundaries, to understand that not everybody is going to have your best interest in mind. And it's okay to be feminine and to have those qualities in a world that's always championing and urging people to be masculine. But we need boundaries for that as well. So enhance those nurturing aspects of yourself, mother others, be open emotionally, be unabashedly comfortable in that feminine energy, but at the same time, create healthy boundaries for yourself. That's what I get from the Mother. So message number 2, message number 2. What's message number 2? What is message number 2? Message number 2. Message number 2 is inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So I think this talks about, where is it that you find a centeredness? Where is it that you find that within yourself, the duality between the ego and the soul? Where is it that you find that centeredness to divine, to spirit? Try to tap into a deeper spiritual practice to try to center yourself. Where is it that you find that within yourself? Now, I want to read out of the book for this one because it's a little less straightforward. And I did just get these cards. Of course, the mother archetype is very easy for me to read. So I would like to look in the book for what exactly they meant when they intended this, when the author intended this, just to make sure we have it correct. Okay, just a moment. So you're being called to be a student and tune into your heart, to incorporate devotion into your life in whatever form you resonate with. Slow your soul with a natural rhythm. If you are questioning your career or life path, your guides want you to turn your focus inward and to devotion. Please use me in a way that delights my mind, body, spirit, and soul. May my life be one with moving prayer. Commit to a daily devotional practice to find your purpose. We are here to grow as souls. Earth is one big playground for the soul to learn. Your soul is yearning for a deeper relationship with yourself, and through that, learning your purpose. So that is inner temple. So it is kind of like the ego and the soul and the relation between satisfying both and finding your inner purpose and delving within and finding a stronger spiritual practice in order to find that purpose. So message number 3, message number 3. What is message number 3? Message number 3 is Anna, grandmother of Jesus. So this is an ascended master, I believe. And she is the birther of Christ consciousness from my understanding. The card says seeding the light, laying foundations, and having a divine plan. So it's tapping into that Christ consciousness. Now, you don't have to be Christian to believe this. However, the message here is clear. It's talking about that Christ consciousness that each one of us has within ourselves, to understand that we each have a divine plan that we can lay foundations in, that we can lay foundations through, and that it's okay for us to tap into that aspect of ourselves. Let's just go to the description. As I become more familiar with these, I won't have to look in the book as much, but I just got them today. Okay, so she was an ancient mystic who dedicated herself to bringing Christ consciousness to the forefront. She teaches us that we all have a part to play in the plan. One person's part is not better than the others. No part is better or worse. None is less significant. We each have us a seed of light that we were incarnated to share. She's gathering us to remember our part of the plan. Pray to Anna. Anna, thank you for laying the foundations of the divine plan. May the seeds of light within me may they be revealed, and may I surrender to my part of the divine plan. So I think it's talking about learning your part in the divine framework of things, dreaming a new world. She represents somebody who's a mystic who sees the thread that is woven through all of us. So it's getting in touch with that inner mystic within yourself as well, and understanding that we all have a purpose and a plan. There's a very strong, through all 3 of these messages so far, a very strong divine feminine mother archetype coming out in all of the cards. So I think the resonating message for most of these, whether you picked 1, 2, 3, or 4, is get in touch with that divine feminine aspect, but even more so than the divine feminine aspect of maybe like the love goddess Aphrodite. It's more calling us to get in touch with the divine feminine aspect of the mother goddess, of Mother Mary, of Lakshmi, of Anna, of the divine mother. And similar to the triple goddess, Mother, Maiden, Crone, it's asking us to get in touch with the mother archetype. Okay, so message number 4. Message number 4 is trust the niggle. That's interesting. Niggle. I don't know what that word means, but this is a really cool card, actually, though. It's a bit darker than the other 3. What is that niggling? Oh, so like the nagging feeling. I think it means nagging. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? What is the nagging feeling trying to tell you? So if you have this feeling in the shadows that you have surrounding you that's like pulling at you, like what is it trying to tell you? What is this thing, this hunch, this urge? Like why is it pulling at you? What is it trying to say to you? You know, what is it? Explore it. Maybe go with it. Maybe it's cautioning you about something. So let's just see what it says in the book. Page 42. Yeah, it's the nagging, annoying feeling, the inconvenient, annoying feeling. You feel like you're not going anywhere and you keep ignoring your feelings. Draw your attention to this feeling. It's an arrow pointing you to go in a different direction. Often we have this feeling before we have a conscious thought. It takes one moment every day to scan your body and receive intuitive guidance. You are called to face it now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path. I know it can be scary, but you're safe. Answer this feeling now. What is the feeling trying to tell you? So I think this is talking about intuition, absolutely, but it's especially like this foreboding, negative feeling you're getting in correlation to intuition. So again, intuition, delving deep down, being in touch with those feelings, being in touch with what is your soul trying to tell you? Again, divine feminine energy. What would the mother guide you to do? What would Mother Mary or Lakshmi or Anna, what would they guide you to do? What would the mother archetype guide you to do if you were really listening? What would her nurturing guidance be, and go with that? What is it that you've been thinking that maybe you shouldn't do or you should do that you haven't been listening to? Get in touch with that. All right, so I hope you guys like these messages. I really like these cards. I'm going to use them for myself and the channel. I have some decks that I've bought before where I was going to buy them for myself, and then I ended up using them with the channel because I felt like they didn't resonate with me enough to use them for myself. But these, it's for me, and I want to share them with you. They're just so beautiful. Just beautiful cards. I'm just in love with them, and I hope you enjoy them. I'm going to use them in my next 2 readings. All right, guys. Thanks. And like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Email me at naomitarot1199@gmail.com for private readings. I'm still offering the $90 special when normally it's $100 for 5 questions. Astrology, numerology. It's a great complete reading. It's the longest one I do. It lasts 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. I also offer cheaper prices, 1 question for $35, and the rest of the prices are below. Also, if you'd like to make a donation on my GoFundMe, it's gofundme.com/Naomi-Tarot. I appreciate it so much if you make donations. I also receive them through PayPal. I prefer donations to be sent to GoFundMe. Payments for readings are sent to PayPal, but you have to email naomitarot1199@gmail.com first, and I'll give you all the information for PayPal for that. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.